Good afternoon. We're going to talk about some FPL. We're going to have a quick recap of game week 9. I say it's going to be quick. It's going to be really quick because, take these out, 45 points. I don't want to talk about that a lot, do I? What's there to say? Bit of a disappointing game week. If you're looking at that rank and thinking that's a terrible rank, you would be correct. And if you don't know why it's so terrible, it's because that is on the team from game week 1 till 7. So that's why it's so bad. What do I want to say about this game week? Not a lot. I will talk about Minteh again. I'm probably going to harp on about him often. Is it any surprise that as soon as I come back, say how great Minteh is, you have certain FPL cartel managers singing his praises as well, bringing him in? Or maybe it's because he got a return against Manchester United. Every content creator seems to support Manchester United, don't they? Moving on. I think some people, I see a lot of 3 forwards in people's teams, and I think people are sort of playing last season's game, or the way that the game used to be before DEFCON points. 2 forwards is the way to go. I feel quite strongly about that. That's why I've got a cheapo forward there. The only time that I'm going to have 3 forwards in the foreseeable future is when I bench boost, so I'm going to need a playing forward for that. I've made 2 free transfers. Phil Foden. I have removed him from my team. That was a total vibes-based decision, not backed up by data at all. I'm not going to make that mistake again. Data all the way. Foden is out, and Van den Berg is out as well. I was going to keep Van den Berg for game week 13 to play Burnley, but because Richards is a bit of a doubt, probably will play. Same with Anderson. I wanted to bring in a defender. I wanted to bring in a defender who I'm going to probably keep in for quite a while because I do like his stats. So let's move ahead. And the 2 players that I've brought in are Sa. Obvious choice, isn't it? Obvious. Very good player. Happy to have him back in the team. And Big Malik. Malik, I think you pronounce his name Chior. Chior? You would think, being a Newcastle United fan, that I would know how to pronounce his name. But you would be wrong. No, Malik. Love him. Got him in the team. Going to be a long-term hold, I hope. I'm going to take you behind the scenes. I'll just clear that. So my captain this game week is going to be Saka. This is my model's numbers. Saka comes out on top. They have got the best fixture. Playing Burnley is a lot better than playing Bournemouth. I don't want to captain Haaland every single game week because that is pretty boring, isn't it? But Saka's non-pen XG per 90 is a pathetic 0.09. That is worrying. If it's that at the end of the season, I'd be amazed. If he doesn't pump those numbers up after Burnley and Sunderland, I've got to get him out of my team. But I'm going with Saka for captaincy. I'll tell you what, let's run through position by position. It's easier if I do it looking at this because it reminds me what to talk about. I've got Raya and Dubravka. Excuse me. If I was wildcarding, I might have Pope and Petrovic, just because I do like to rotate goalkeepers. But I'm happy with Raya. Going to keep him in the team. Not going to waste any transfers on goalkeepers unless there's any double game weeks or blank game weeks coming up, which will be in 16, maybe 17. But no goalkeeper transfers for me, thank you very much. Moving on to defenders. I mentioned him previously. Talk about him again. Malik Chior. Magnificent Malik. I like him. Plays for my team. Good player. Good price. Newcastle have got the 2nd best defence in the league behind Arsenal. Chance of clean sheets, chance of goals from corner, obviously DEFCON points as well. And look at that, pathetic. The ownership, terrible. I might start another bandwagon after the success of Minteh. I'm going to start the magnificent Malik bandwagon. All aboard. Gabriel, obviously everybody should have him, but his ownership's pretty low considering. I'm worried about what's he called, Hincapi, returning from injury. He might be taking minutes away from Big Gab. It's not like they're going to pay, 50-odd million for that bloke and never play him. I'm not saying he definitely is going to take minutes away from him, but he might. So be aware of that. I'm sticking with Van Dijk, even though Liverpool's defence is suspect. I'm keeping him for this game week. And fingers crossed. Senesi, obviously, good option for him. Munoz is expensive, 5.7. Do you want to pay 5.7 for him when there's other alternatives which are cheaper? Same can be said for Tarkovsky. I don't want to be paying 5.5 for him when you can just get 4.5 options, which and then sort of rotate them when the fixtures come. So yeah, I wouldn't be bringing Tarkovsky. A lot of teams have got Timber in, but he's not going to have non-pen XG of 0.23 at the end of the season. He's running hot, and I do think that Ben White will be taking minutes away from him. Moving on to midfield, and I'm going to cough again. Sorry about this. Happy to have Saka, Fernandez, Sarr, Semenyo, and Minteh. I've mentioned how stubborn I am, but the people who still have Salah in their team, unbelievably stubborn. Yes, he's going to get you points, but paying 14.3 for him is madness. Other than that, I do like Cody Gakpo. Good price, good minutes. Fernandez. The only thing to consider about Fernandez is he's quite expensive. Are you getting value for money? He's definitely a good option. Definitely a good asset. And I can say the same about Mbuemo. Soberslai, I do like him. For the price of the minutes, chance of a goal, and a very good chance of defensive contribution points. Other than that, I've seen a lot of teams with... I don't think he's in there. Oh, there he is. Anthony Gordon. The reason I don't like Anthony Gordon is his minutes. You can see there, he's averaging 69 minutes a game. He's not nailed. He's not dead certain to start. And if he does start, he's very likely to get taken off. It's not like Harvey Barnes is just going to sit on the bench every game. So that's why he's not on my radar as well. Let's have a look at forwards. And select forwards. I mentioned there's just not a lot of forwards that I like. Everybody should own Haaland. If I wasn't going to bench boost soon, I would bring in Mateta now for Welbeck. But when I bench boost, I probably will bring in Mateta. I might have to sell Saka for it, but Mateta, obviously you can't go wrong with him. Great option. I'm probably going to bring him in next game week, actually. Other than that, there's just not a lot of players I really like. That's why I'm going with two forwards. So, last thing I want to talk about is looking ahead. Where's my... There it is. Have a look at the fixtures coming up. Game week 16, we're getting 5 free transfers. Do we need 5 free transfers? No. And then game week 20, we get all the chips again. So I've got to use my free hit, my triple captaincy, and my bench boost before then. Triple captaincy is easy to plan for. It's either going to be on Haaland in game week 13, 15, or 17. Sorry about that. I've got an awful cough. And then bench boost. I'll be better off bench boosting before 16, using all my transfers I've got saved up before 16, and then getting another 5. I'll probably bench boost then. But before game week 11, we're going to get information about when, if there's going to be a blank and potential double in 16, 17. So I'm going to hold off then. But those are my quick thoughts about that now, and that is how the team is looking. Happy with the team. Fingers crossed on Saka. Thank you for watching.